So we are into a position where I've been on my high horse, where I've shown you that you do not have to get involved in things you know nothing about, that it is more than capable for you to pick a niche that you enjoy, to pick a marketplace that you're going to be happy to wake up for in the morning. So here we are with a niche. We are going to go into the search engines. I am going to pick something out of my comfort zone, something that I know is a real business, something that you may have an interest in, and all you have to do is focus on how I do these things and put that into your own marketplace, into your own niche. Trust me when I tell you, get involved in something that you know more about. Get involved in something that makes you excited. Get involved in something that you know something about, that you can find information out. So let's go to the search engines and I'm going to pick something at random, something I know nothing of, and we're going to show you where we find the competition and where we find a product. So let's do that right now. Now here's something I know nothing of. Okay, I live in a city. I live in a city in the United Kingdom, and I couldn't look after chickens if my life depended on it. I love to eat chickens. I love the eggs that you get from chickens, but to raise a chicken, I have no idea. So I've quickly come to the Google AdWords tool, and I've typed in the word how to raise chickens. Okay, we could be using thousands of keywords, but we don't have time on this training exercise to go into that. So let's look at the keyword how to raise chickens. If we look at the keyword, it's 1, 2, 3. It's 4 keywords, 4 words long to make that keyword. That would be considered by a lot of people as a long tail. There are 27,100 people typing in that keyword every single month. And that's just one keyword. So for us, that's a great place to start. Obviously, the keyword tool gives us a lot of examples, and we do not want to start at the top for sure. We would want to go down. And we would just look here to see the kind of keywords that you would find. For instance, chickens for sale. 165,000 people are typing in that keyword across the globe every year. Chickens for sale. Is there any reason why you wouldn't want to raise a chicken to sell them? Think about that. If you love chickens, if you know things about chickens, then believe me, just to go from how to raise chickens to chickens for sale is a massive jump, and a massive amount of keywords would be there. A chicken for sale, 110,000. Chicken information, 74,000. Let me just pull that up a little bit higher for you. Just look at this one. Let's say you wanted to raise chickens, but you really didn't want to sell those chickens to be eaten. You just want to raise them, and you want to teach other people how to raise them. Let's imagine that you love your chickens. Let's imagine that they are part of your family. So look, chicken information, 74,000 people are typing in that keyword. I could start with that keyword right now, chicken information, and I could build up a whole web business based on that. Here's one, where to buy baby chicks, 74,000. Now imagine the information that you could share with people. Remember, information, information, information. That is what makes the internet go round. I can see loads. Look at this one here. Chickens in the backyard. Well, the likelihood is you're not going to raise chickens in your bedroom. You're going to raise them in your garden or your backyard. So we spoke about raising a chicken. Chickens in the backyard. 60,500 people typed that in to the search engines in 1 month. Chickens in backyard. Chickens backyard. Think about that. Chicken coop plans. 60,000 people. That's a huge amount of people, 60,000 people. If you're going to raise chickens, if you're going to keep chickens in your backyard, then the chances are that you need a coop. If you had no money, you need a plan. Think of the money that you can make on that. And we're going to take a quick look at some ideas. Chicken coop designs, another 60,000. Let's go down a little bit further. There's one. You want to raise chickens in your backyard? Surely you're going to want to know how to feed them. What to feed chickens? 40,500 people typed that in a month. How cool is that? You want to raise chickens? Well, here's another keyword that goes with that. How to keep chickens. 33,100. Now I can tell you categorically that with my skills, especially with TubeRaider, I can make you dominate how to keep chickens against 33,000 searches per month. I know with my experience that if I wanted to, I could go into the search engines and in less than a few hours I could create a buzz around how to keep chickens and I would start to dominate them. To dominate that. You can be taught to do the same. All you have to do is educate yourself. And if I wanted to, I could go beyond this page and go to the next page and find keywords that would be more relative, that would be easier to dominate. And I could show you very, very quickly how to do that. But let's just go to how to raise chickens. The reason we're going to do that is the keyword that I quickly typed in. We know that there are people typing in how to raise chickens. We know that there are people that want to look after chickens. If you're a chicken lover, I'm going to show you how you make money very, very quickly.